Okay, I am back now. Let's get this show back on the road. I am going to turn this up though, because it seems a little low. I hope it's whatever build upsets Rat the most. Yep. Bob, you missed the mod abuse? Nope, didn't happen. I only mod the best of people. So I did briefly look at all these, right? And none of the armor sets are that particularly appealing to me. You deleted one emoji. Is it the one emoji I would want deleted? Because if it was a certain particular someone trying to harass me with some certain particular Street Fighter emotes, then, you know, I'll abide by it. No, that's an emote. It was a phone emoji. Oh. I'm sorry, I'm old. I don't know the difference. Okay, this person starts with an X. So I think I'll just go with them. Because I like axes. It's simple, emojis suck. Let's see what these different starting things are. Starting items, gifts. Increase max HP. That's just a souls item. Set to enhance sacred flasks. I have no idea what the hell that is. Said to hold spirits within. No clue what that is. Container for certain thrown items. I think you make... I've heard words like rot pot, so I imagine this is for like making stuff like that, because I'm pretty sure this game has a crafting system. This is just a key, so that's got to be like a fragrant branch of yore or something. Charged with beguiling power, said to originate from the demigod Miquela. Okay, no clue what that does. Boiled prawn. Okay, well, actually, you know what? I know exactly what I'm doing with this playthrough now. If I can be a shrimp, and if I could be Shrimp Miku, that's what I'm gonna do. And then this last item attracts enemies' aggression. That's just a skull from the previous games, you know? This also boosts physical damage negation, so we're gonna be... Sorry, Bop. That is no longer your name. You are... Shrimp. Shrimp. Miku. You're Shrimp Miku. That's Shrimp Miku, guys. Okay, let's change the appearance. Oh. Okay. Shrimp Miku is, what the hell? You can just, of course, it's a From game, of course. Shrimp Miku is gonna be pretty pale. Although that, I don't quite like that shade. Pop would pick young voice too. I mean, if it's gonna be Miku, it's gonna have to be as high pitched as it can be. Face structure. No, okay, see, this is the kind of thing I can't get into. This sort of thing right here where you're like messing with the ridge of the brow or how deep the cheeks are. Yeah, no, I can't do that. We're gonna look at a few different templates here and then work from that. Holy shit, you can make her 255 years old. That's crazy. Yeah, the default there was fine. Okay, I better be able to make her hair blue. I can't make her hair blue. What the hell? Or... this game's bad. I can't make Miku. What's the point of going on? You can make it any color? Okay, so these are just preset colors. Okay, cool. I'm bringing up a picture of Miku on my phone just to color match as best as I can, you know? No, Google, I don't need an AI describing what Miku is. I hate the modern day. I hate the modern day. Okay, it's lighter than this. So we're gonna go like here. There we go. Oh, it didn't actually save. She's anime, so her hair has to be as shiny as possible. And she's also incredibly young. You know, Miku's only like... is that like 2011? So she's like still a teenager, you know? No, it was more... it was earlier than 2011. It was like 2009. Whatever. There she is. That's Hatsune Miku. That's what Hatsune Miku looked like, you know? Oh, right. I didn't change the category. That's the one thing I didn't do before I left. Thank you for reminding me, Kello. What does similar face? What does this button do? Oh. That's weird. It just grabs a bunch of other like settings that are similar to what you have, but not quite the same. Okay. Now that we have the hair, do any of these... yeah, we'll go with this one. It looks a little... the more you do it, the worse it looks. Where was that option? Anyway. Eyebrows. I don't really care that much about the eyebrows. Facial hair, obviously, she's got none. Although Miku could rock a really nice stash. Look at the luster on that baby. You know she oils that up every day. Obviously, Miku has big, beautiful eyelashes. She needs shrimp whiskers. Yeah, I don't know about that one. You can change the color of... I don't know what this clouding thing is. Is it... I don't know what this is changing at all. So we're just not going to mess with that. We can make her a very, very stressed out Miku, but, you know... I don't want to look at that. That's disturbing. I can't tell the difference here. Also can't tell much of a difference here, so, you know, whatever. That changes how it looks when you're blind. You need more glaucoma? I'm confused. I think we're just gonna say no on the lipstick. Although, can we change just her lips? Yes, we can. Oh no, no, there's no presets for that. I'm not messing with that. This is such a strange button to have, this similar face thing. Okay, I think we're okay with that. Can I make her short? That's what matters here. Can she be short? Doesn't look like I make her shorter here. I can give her a massive head. Comically huge. Or I can make it tiny as well. I think default is maybe a little bit larger than default because, you know, anime, but you do not believe you can change your height at all. Boo. What's the point? What's the point? No height change, bad game. I agree. And there's only 2 muscle options, muscular or not. Boo. Okay. I think we're good. Because PvP tryhards would just create gremlins to have a smaller hurt box, it would be trash. Yeah, but PvP in these games sucks anyway. So do you know where you can change your height? Dragon's Dogma? Yeah, I bet you I could make a much nicer Hatsune Miku in Dragon's Dogma. Also, just make it so that the hitbox doesn't change when you change size.
Tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found.
That Jesus?
And in the night
It looked like Jesus.
of black knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish.
Can we get the volume a little higher? Yeah, I was thinking it was also a little low.
Marika's
I'll have to fix that right after this.
demigods all claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering.
Okay, that's pretty metal. That's pretty dope.
A war from which no lord arose. A war.
Hey, I know
leading
those guys.
to abandonment.
Avoiding
by the
spoilers about them
greater
was
one.
impossible.
Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead, who yet live.
How do you know them? Listen, you can't be in Peep server and not know those two characters. People were
Speaks
talking
to us
and complaining
all.
about those two characters all the time. Also, the volume on this is very all over the place. That was very quiet, but now it is very loud.
Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands. The ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion. The loathsome dung-eater.
Hey, I know that guy. He does the squats.
And Sir Gideon Ofnir. The all-knowing.
That guy was very hyped about those last little bits of the intro.
And one
Hello, please.
whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of
Oh.
renown.
Oh, that's too good.
Cross the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring. And become the Elden
Pin it?
Lord.
Yeah, okay. How do you pin that? I don't know how to pin things. And Hal obviously did not like that comment, so he's not gonna pin it. Read message. Time for Elden Ring. Are you ready? I'm gonna give that a pour. Bad. You're just trying to farm appraisals. Bad. You don't even know how to do it anyway. Let's see. Can I just... Oh, I can just... There's just a button to pin this message. There we go. Dang, that pussy kind of... We're just gonna put that up there for the next 60 minutes. Yep. There we go. So what do you think about Elden Ring so far? The intro's interesting. It's definitely a cooler intro than, like, Dark Souls 2 and 3. See, this person gets an appraisal. We're gonna say good job to this person because they're over here in the corner. So, first impressions, it feels nice to move around. This feels weird. Jumping, I'm not sure I like that. But first things first, we need to remove this so that we can see our beautiful, beautiful hair. The first thing the game gives me is a finger. Oh, this has a new items tab. That's nice. Item for online play can also be used from the messages menu. Used to write messages. Your messages will be conveyed to others, allowing other players to read them. Okay. That's just a white soap sign. Yeah, okay. The audio mixing on this seems kind of whack so far, though, because that was so incredibly loud. Yep, that guy just walked right off, huh? Beautiful. You're gonna see a lot of finger jokes. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay, I have to stop eating those by accident. Adjusting to these controls after playing Nioh is it's gonna take a minute. I was playing a lot of Nioh 2 recently. Let me guess, this is gonna tell me there's a secret. Yeah. Oh no, he already hates the game. Yep, that's it. I already hate the game. It's over. Pack your bags, everybody. Bob, can I ask that you pretty please approve every message that calls something a dog? What, like the turtles? Because if I see some turtles and there's a message, it's like, look, a dog. Yeah, of course I'll approve that. Of course. Do not acknowledge that joke. Rat, I don't understand why you don't like the joke. Joke funny. Joke good. Let me guess, this one also just tells you... Oh, no, okay. You downvote every single one? How dare you? Oh, my shield sucks. It didn't block all the damage. Oh man, this is gonna be such an adjustment after playing Neo. This feels so different. Don't be surprised, yeah, if I die immediately. Yeah. I'm sorry, Miku. I didn't do you proud. That's my fault. That's not your fault. That's my fault. I can't believe they stole the scene from Lord of the Rings. How dare they?
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on her side. We found her here after all.
Is that Zeal Fallen Dust? I thought he didn't want to show up for Elden Ring. I thought he hated Elden Ring and me.
Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
You've been reading the Elden Ring manga. What? That's a thing that exists? The manga is so much better. I mean, it probably tells like a cohesive story, whereas Souls games never do, so... Oh, I got the juice. And I got the magic juice too. Is there an option in the menu to just always have the HUD on? HUD on. Because I don't like that it flickers on and off. The Cave of Knowledge. Jump down the hole ahead and you'll find the Cave of Knowledge. There you can learn more about game controls and basic actions, as well as other tips that may be helpful during your adventures in the lands between. Okay, so that's a tutorial down there. Yeah, I guess I could use it. The joke, though, is that the Elden Ring manga is actually a comedy manga. What the hell? Sites of Grace. Resting at a site of grace will restore your HP, FP, and cleanse any status ailments. It will also refill your sacred flasks. However, most of the enemies you defeated will be revived. You can find Sites of Grace by going where light converges. Okay, this is a bonfire. They called it something else, but this is a bonfire. You even get the bonfire text. Oh, and you can rest because apparently there's a day-night cycle. Interesting. Okay, so golden seeds give me more drinks. With this menu, you can allocate the number of uses in each of your flasks. You have a set total maximum flask uses. You can decide how many of those are for HP replenishing flask or of Crimson Tears, and how many are for the FP replenishing flask of Cerulean Tears. Okay, well, I don't care about FP at the moment, so I'm gonna just put them all into HP. With this menu, you can place items that you're carrying into the chest for storage. Okay, there's a storage box by default. That's nice. With the memorize spell menu, you can memorize sorceries and incantations. You must have a staff equipped to cast sorceries or a sacred seal equipped to cast incantations. Okay, that's just staves and talismans from the previous games. Innovation. Guarding is especially effective when done with a shield. Yeah, who knew? Let's try to parry this guy. Oh, she held that for much longer than I expected. Oh, when we've got riposte too, yippee. Oh, we've got back steps and rolls. That's nice. I think. Wait. Rolling doesn't take stamina? What the hell? Maybe if I'm in combat it will, right? Oh, well, these guys die in one hit. Let's punch the next guy and find out. Oh. Materials. In every corner of the Lands Between, you will find fruits and flowers, mushrooms and butterflies, and various other useful materials. These materials can be used for crafting. Yippee! I get to hoard just like I do when I'm playing my Skyrims or my Witchers. Just grab every item possible. Building armaments. Each hand can be equipped with up to 3 armaments, allowing you to toggle between them. Armaments can also be two-handed, making attacks more difficult to repel with shields and boosting effective strength by 50%. Press Y and LBRB to wield with 2 hands. Okay. First... Okay, rolling does take stamina while I'm in combat. Good to know. What the hell? Oh, there's a dude up there. How do I get up there? Can't, like, climb vines or anything, can I? Right? No. I don't appreciate that. I didn't know you played The Witcher. The Witcher 3 is one of my favorite games of all time. The Witcher 1 is also fantastic, right? It's jank as all hell, but fantastic. But, yeah, Witcher 3 is fantastic. Oh, we got the ragdoll physics still. Cool. I love me some Witcher. Witcher 2 is okay. Witcher 2 is like a weird half step between a modern game and like an old school RPG, and it just doesn't really stick the landing for me, but it has some cool moments and some interesting ideas. But 1 and 3 are like... 1 has my favorite quest line in any game of all time, and 3 has just like fantastic everything except for the combat. Which, you know, that's fine. Armaments have special abilities called skills. Skills are highly varied and range from powerful attacks to temporary effects. Using skills consumes FP. Press left trigger to use a skill. That's... There we go. This is kind of an underwhelming skill, I'm not gonna lie. Crouching. Crouch to make it harder for enemies to discover you, especially effective in tall grass. Just what I needed in my Souls game. Stealth. Do I just get up? Oh no, that's a slightly different attack. I was gonna say, do I just get up into the same skill, or is it a slightly different skill? Also one of the most powerful skills for challenge runners. What, stealth? Or the wild swinging thing? Some attacks may break an enemy's stance, giving you a chance to perform a critical hit. Charge attacks and jump attacks in particular are attacks to make it particularly easy to break an enemy's stance. Hold right trigger to charge attack. Hold right trigger while jumping to jump attack. That jumping thing is gonna be hard to get used to. Oh, why am I pressing that? Okay. Stakes of Marika. Upon dying, you'll be revived at the last site of grace that you visited. However, if there is a stake of Marika near where you died, you can choose to be revived there instead. Okay, but I assume this doesn't... What, can I activate it? Like... I assume this doesn't refill my flasks, which I guess if you can't even activate it, yeah. Okay, time to die to another boss. You can perform a counterattack immediately after blocking an enemy attack. Guard counters make it easy to break an enemy's stance. Oh, okay, never mind. This guy's a chump. He got no HP. Why did they give that guy a boss health bar? Why did they give that guy a boss health bar? Why are there so many bloodstains as well? Oof. Oh boy. If I had died to that, then it would have been over for me. This game, the rest of this game would be very difficult if I had died to that. Okay, but is this a real boss through here? Welcome to every boss. You'll go, wow, that was pretty easy. Why are there so many bloodstains? I mean, maybe. Touch grace is so close to touch grass. Do you think they did that on purpose? Can I go through here? No, I can't go through here. Why can't I go through here? Game, why would you do that to me? Glad to see I can still roll through. I don't have one, right? Oh, I do have one. No, okay, I don't. Glad to see the tradition of rolling through pots is still a thing. Cooperative multiplayer. Use Tarnished Furled Finger to write a golden summon sign. Cooperative multiplayer will begin once you have been summoned by a player from another world. You will take the role of an ally, Furled Finger, and your objective is to defeat the area boss. The compass at the top of the screen indicates the direction of the summoner. Okay. I don't care about not summoning people or not summoning NPCs or anything like that. So if people want to, you know, hop on and go up, I'm totally down for that at some point. But let's go ahead and look at these fingers. Okay, so this is just, you put this down, I assume, and it leaves your sign, and then you use this to get rid of people. Fair enough. Don't summon chat, we all have too many hours in the game. Summon Zeal? Oh, if only. If only. If only I could summon Zeal, get him in the call, and just listen to him complain for like 45 minutes. You refuse to touch Elden Ring ever since you finished the game once. Game's fucking shit. Well, I'm glad there's at least 2 people in this chat room that hate it. Good to know. Kello and Zeal, not big fans. Ooh, Miku's strong. She's strong. Grace exists to guide the Tarnished and lead them along the proper path. Even now, some sites of Grace retain that power. Their golden rays will guide you along your way. Oh. Okay, so there's not, like, no guidance at all. There's like a, hey, you can go in that direction sort of deal. The map. Use your map to check your current position as well as the terrain and surrounding structures. You can update your map with new information by finding map fragments at steles along the way. You can also use the map to freely place beacons of light to serve as landmarks as you explore.
Oh, yes. Tarnished, are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless. Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the Round Table Hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity. Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me. Vare. Take care to listen. Are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times. That is the guidance of grace, a path that a tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you tarnished to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave.
Okay, dude, I want you to know all of that was in one ear, out the other. I didn't understand a single thing.
To Castle Stormvale, over on the cliff, the home of the decrepit demigod, Godric the Grafted. It's time you set off, I should think, to Castle Stormveil. If you see...
Okay, dude. Very tempted to just smack you, but I'll hold off for now. Can I sneak up on these birds? That's what I want to know. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Now, before anyone says I'm being mean to the birds, I love birds, but birds in video games, especially ones where I'm using a melee weapon, yeah, they can die. I don't care if these ones aren't hostile yet. I don't care if these ones aren't hostile yet. They might be in the future, so they must die. Plus, it gave me a feather. It gave me a feather, so I have reason to kill them. What's this? Is that a rabbit? Oh, no, it's like a little squirrel thing. Come back here, you bastard. A fellow cute critter slayer. Look, if they give me things, you know for a fact I must kill them. If they didn't want us to kill them, why would they be made of loot? And why wouldn't they run faster? Come here, you little bastard. Oh, that one didn't have loot, though. Sad day. He died for nothing. I hope you're all prepared for a lot of this, because this is how I play open world games. I kind of just ignore whatever the hell the game is telling me to do and just smack things. Oh. Okay, well, see, this one wanted to die, obviously. Like, it didn't even try to fly away. Don't worry, watching this game is already awful, so whatever you do can't make it much worse. Wow, what a hater. See, part of me really wants to love this game just so that I can argue with Zeal about it. Summoning pools. In each area, you may find effigies of martyrs. These effigies are summoning pools. You'll find it easy to summon other players at these locations, as co-op and hostile summoning signs created with small effigies gather at summoning pools. Okay. Now, the other part of me knows that, like, I have issues with... Ooh. You don't see me? No, you do see me. I have issues with Souls games. Right? So I'll probably end up having issues with this, too. Because it is essentially just a Souls game. A ruin fragment. Stone fragment found near places where ruins have fallen from the sky. Oh. It can be used for crafting or simply for throwing at enemies. These shards of stone are believed to have once been part of a temple in the sky. Okay, so there was a temple up there at some point. Just argue in bad faith like a normal person on the internet? I think I'll pass. I have enough real arguments to partake in. Bird leaf flower, a dusky yellow flower that has started to fade to brown, found throughout the lands between. Said to be fed by leaves that fell from the Erd tree in days of antiquity. I have to imagine that big guy right there is maybe possibly the Erd tree. I don't know. It's pretty sus. You'd rather play Dark Souls 2 than Elden Ring? Well, that's... I mean, good for you, but I really don't like Dark Souls 2. Right? Man. That one just leaves the other one to die every time. I really don't like Dark Souls 2. I think it's really kind of boring. Doesn't have anything cool going on in it. It tries to do some interesting things, but fails at basically every turn. That is a big guy. I think I'm just going to ignore him for now and continue killing small creatures and grabbing fruits. Coward? Yeah, I am. Like I said, I spend a lot of time in open world games like this just aimlessly wandering. Not even necessarily like doing sweeps of the areas, just like wandering around. No goal in mind. Oh, that's a lot of birds. Damn, it almost worked. Yeah, you're right, it did almost work. I was moments away from proving you wrong, but then I realized it was a trap. What the hell is that? Now see that I'm a little bit interested in smacking. I'm gonna go grab that item over here by this driftwood instead. Oh. Oh. I mean, I guess we're gonna read the description of that, but oh. Land octopus ovary. Puffy, milky white ovary of land octopus. Land octopuses eat humans in order to bear young, and theirs is the blood that runs through these ovaries. Okay. Okay, that thing is taking no damage. Let's kill the little one instead. Wait, is there a message that calls this thing a dog? Is there a message somewhere? Let's see. If not, I could write one. Okay, it doesn't take a lot of damage, but it doesn't do very much damage either. Oh, what the hell? You bastards. I'm just killing your children. It's fine. Leave me alone. The hell is that about? Penguin? No, not quite a penguin. Just another weird looking bird. Okay, so there's obviously something around here that they want me to attack. I wish you had predictions. Listen, dude, you're the one. You're the one who would have to set that up because one, you have knowledge of the game, and two, you're a mod. Oh, come back. Oh, you think it's an affiliate thing? Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I guess you'd have to have points for that, wouldn't you? That sucks. That blows chunks. Okay. Well, going back that way is just back up that cliff, so we're gonna go down this beach. Is this a thing that I can attack, or is this attached to those messages? Oh, okay. Bop hit affiliate already? Listen, listen. I've got all the numbers I need except for the follower count. Adding skills. With a whetstone knife, you can use Ashes of War to grant your armaments new skills at Sites of Grace. An armament can only have one skill. Any skill it previously had will be removed. An armament's type determines what skills it can have. Some special armaments have unique skills and cannot be granted new ones. Okay, this is my first Ash of War, I suppose. I've heard about these. Adding affinities. With a whetstone knife, you can use Ashes of War to grant affinities to your armaments at Sites of Grace. This way, you can alter an armament's attack affinity, boost attribute scaling, and more. An armament's type determines what affinities it can have. Some special armaments, like those with unique skills, cannot be granted new affinities. Again, in one ear, out the other. How do I... Okay, zoom out. Okay, do I do that at a Site of Grace, I suppose? Probably, right? Again, in one ear, out the other. I read the message, but I do not comprehend. What do you need to become affiliate? You need 50 followers. You need to average 3 viewers. You need to stream for like 8 hours a month, which is absolutely nothing. Right? And you need to stream, I think, 5 times, 7 times in a single month. Something like that. It's really quite easy to hit affiliate. Oh, there's a guy. Is it a bad guy? Oh, it's a bad guy. Well, Mr. Bad Guy, I'm gonna have to kill you. Sorry. Vanquishing enemy groups. Vanquishing an enemy group will replenish your flasks. The number and type of flask to be replenished varies depending on the enemy group. You cannot replenish more flasks than your maximum amount allows. Okay. Strip of white flesh. Ew. Everything in this game has been gross so far. Oh god, is the interact button in Neo B? Yes, it is. It is B in Neo. That's why everything is throwing me off. Thin strips of flesh taken from the bloodless creature. Material used for crafting. The dried meat toughens the constitution, boosting resistance. It's known for its long-lasting effect. That's so cursed. I mean, it works just fine in Neo. and A is to run. So, like, you know, it works fine in that game, but... Okay, we're gonna find out something right now. I'm pretty sure the answer is no, but can you swim? No, you can't swim. Death. Upon dying, you'll be revived at the last site of grace that you visited. You'll drop any runes in your possession at the site of your death. If you die again before reclaiming those runes, they will be lost forever. Okay. That's something we had to know, because, I mean, they added jumping. Maybe they'd add swimming too? Maybe? Let's look at this Ash of War as well. Ash of War Stamp Sweep. Usable on swords, axes, and hammers. Small and medium swords accepted. Uses 5 FP? Or 8 FP? I don't know why that's in parentheses. Grants affinities and skills to an armament. This Ash of War grants an armament that the heavy affinity and the following skill. Stamp Sweep. Brace armament and step into a low stance that prevents recoil from most enemy attacks. Follow up with a strong attack for a sweeping strike. Usable on swords, axes, and hammers. You forget devs hate when you can swim. It's true, they do. Swimming is very difficult to implement, apparently. I like swimming in games most of the time, but I can understand why they wouldn't want to put it in a game like this, because, I mean, it's already... it already looks massive, so... Being able to separate large swaths of land with water is nice from a design standpoint. Okay, I could probably fall down this height just fine, right? Yeah, this isn't Dark Souls 2. I'm fine. Oh, is that a usable soul item? Golden Ruin. Grace that dwells within the inhabitants of the land between the lingering trace of gold. Used to gain 200 runes. Okay. Oh, right. I've got to jump. I can hit them in the air. I forgot about that. That's going to be something to get used to. Also, this jump feels bad. Like, it feels like squishy almost. Okay, that keeps happening. I know that might just be like an Elden Ring thing, but there keeps being a little bit of a hitch when I'm loading... When it seems like when I'm loading new parts of the map. If that keeps happening, I'm going to have to try to find a fix before next time. Because that is annoying. Fuck underwater levels and swimming mechanics. I bet you're one of those kids that got filtered by Legend of Zelda water temples. Which is fair, right? I'm not saying that you can't dislike them. I'm just saying that, like, There are a lot of those people out there that just... They played like Ocarina of Time, they got to the water temple, and they gave up. You beat them, but you hated it. Okay, that's fair. But you did beat them. Oh, did Jacqueline already say that? Sorry, chat's moving faster than normal today. I can't keep up with everything. Plus, you know, new video game. You know, time to swamp in this game is very short. I know Miyazaki loves him some swamps, but I wasn't expecting there to be one right off the gate. You just never played a Zelda game? That's gotta be like a sin. We need to fix that. Is that a thing? Is that a living thing that's moving? Yeah, that's definitely a living thing that's moving. Oh. Oh. Okay. Hello there, Mr. Dragon. Please leave me be. I don't mean to alarm you. I'm just gonna go over here. Look at this bozo. He didn't see it coming. But there are items underneath you, so I'm just gonna... No, don't turn around. Well, you know, I suppose now's a good enough opportunity to find out. It one-shot me. No, wait, I'm alive. I'm alive. Oh. No, 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 no. No, no. Oh, you son of a bitch. Why does the fire always go so much further than it looks like it should? I still want that item. How far does this actually go? Oh, dude, that goes so far. What the hell? And it killed the weird snail thing. All that for a stone. Oh no, there's still an item right next to it. Oh, you bastard. Oh, he's still there. Okay. This time it's gonna go better. I assume this is just this guy's place now. Is that item still there? It doesn't look like it is. See, this is the kind of dragon I can handle. This little guy right here. Well, I mean, quit flying around, you bastard. Okay, well. He's just here forever? Yeah, probably, right? Oh, what the hell? You're so far away, leave me alone. I mean, there is a checkpoint right there. I guess I could, you know, give this a go. Oh, that's the wrong button. Monster Hunter Dose has trained you for this, so we didn't fight any dragons in Monster Hunter Dose. The worst thing we fought was Conkalala. Bro, quit it with the sweeping fire attacks. Bro, you have so much stamina to swing in this game. Oh. This bastard's gonna cheat and fly in the air. What a dick. Oh, okay. The camera keeps trying to face the direction that I'm running, so I need to fix that. Okay, sir, leave me alone while I fix my camera. Where would that setting be? Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm just gonna not try with this guy. It may be a bad idea. So let's go back to that site of grace, and go somewhere else. The big fire attack means that would be a very long, drawn-out battle, and I don't really want to deal with that. Let's attack Mr. Horse. Oh, I mean, let's sneak up on it first. Surely this will go better. Oh, fuck you. That has so much more range. What in the... Don't be Joe here, Bob. Oh no. Is this what Joe couldn't beat? How much longer is this going on? Probably like at least another hour or two. I'm feeling pretty good, aside from the fact that I have critical lack of skill because Neo has moved all of the buttons for all of the actions. It was maybe a bad idea to play a ton of Neo 2 before starting Elden Ring. Maybe. Possibly. I should two-hand this. I thought he was just like much bouncing up in the air because, you know... Okay, bro. Why does his slam down have a follow-up to it? Typically in these games, when an enemy does a big slam, you get a free hit. Typically. Welcome to Elden Ring. Yippee. You know, maybe the shield is a good idea. Just because I don't know when the attacks finish. Oh, and I'm only doing 10 extra damage without the shield, so, you know. Okay, but that went through my shield, so... who knows? Oh, okay. He hit me with the smo. I'm gonna butt slam, but it's gonna be much larger than it actually looks. Oh, he's further away this time. Yeah, but Smo never looked so good doing it. I don't know what you're talking about. Smo is a hunk. He's a big, beautiful hunk with a big, beautiful hammer. Mommy Ornstein and Daddy Smeller. Now, see, I've never heard that one. that far away? Samoa and his little twink. Oh. You got a warning asking if you wanted to send that? I can't believe Twitch almost stopped you from sending that. Also, that slam move is crazy. Yeah, okay, it keeps happening. The game keeps hitching a little bit. After this stream, I'm gonna have to figure out why. Oh, what the hell? It's over, Tree Sentinel. I have the high ground. Except you can jump, apparently. You know, I feel sorry for this horse. It's got to carry this dude around. See, it did it right there, too. It's got to carry this dude around, but he's fully armored. And he's got a big-ass shield. That can't be easy for the little dude. Okay. That's just PC Elden Ring? They still haven't fixed it after all this time? Wait, they're putting horse armor in the Tarnished Edition for the Switch? Are you getting stuttering? Yes, Noble, I am. I'm getting pretty frequent stuttering. It's very, very upsetting. Settings may be too high. I mean, it seems to be running fine otherwise, but I suppose I could turn the settings down. But I did turn the settings down a little bit before this. Like, I'm not running it at the max settings I could because I wanted it to just be as smooth as possible for stream. What the hell was that? That horse was bending the laws of physics. Sure, I don't appreciate the constant attacks. I don't appreciate that. Slam attack again. Your FPS was entirely fine, just random stutters. Yeah, that seems to be what's happening here. Oh, it's raining now. Another new player filtered by the Horseman. I'm not even a new player. It's just been a long time since I played Souls, and genuinely, I am like still having to think about like what button does what, because my Neo brain rot. Okay. I wonder if you're blocking so much because of Neo. No, I'm mostly blocking because I can't... Because of the camera, it's hard to tell which of the moves he's actually doing. I don't actually block that much in Neo. And again, roll being on B, right? I have to keep thinking about it. Like right now, I am, in my mind, I'm like, okay, press the A button and then the right trigger button to attack. What the? Like that bullshit, I feel like I'm behind him, but it still hits me. Wonder if I can jump that attack. Well, I definitely can't jump that one because I'm too close. Nope. Not the ground slam, please. Do it. No, I can't jump that. You can change your controls to be like Neo. Yeah, but then I don't want to have to like screw around with controls a whole bunch to get things just right. Right? If I was gonna do that, I'd be playing on mouse and keyboard because that's my preference. I grabbed a controller because I just want it to just work. You don't know why, but this is making you want to play Elden Ring. Too bad. Mom said it's my turn on the Steam mouse and keyboard. Yeah, I played all of Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2 on mouse and keyboard. It is my preference. I like to play games on mouse and keyboard. Maybe my issue is I'm not being aggressive enough. I know newer FromSoft games, ever since Bloodborne, have been like, no, you need to attack all the time. No, anything but that, you son of a bitch. Anything but that, it's so wide. Why is it so wide? Then why not for Elden Ring for mouse and keyboard stuff? That's a good question. Mostly because I want to be able to sit back. I imagine streams for this are going to be pretty long. Sometimes, you know? So I just want to be able to sit back in my chair and not have to... not have to face forward. Oh, you bastard. Oh, you bastard. Did I jump that? Is that what I'm supposed to do, maybe? Okay, I can jump that. Keyboard mouse for Dark Souls. I thought you did that out of poverty, not because you enjoyed it. Yeah, I did do it out of poverty at first because I didn't have a controller when Prepare to Die Edition came out, right? Actually, was it even Prepare to Die Edition? No, that was the version that came to PC, Prepare to Die. Whatever. I did not have a controller when Dark Souls 2 was coming out, when I went to play Dark Souls 1 because I was excited for Dark Souls 2, right? Because that's what I played Dark Souls 1. I played Dark Souls 1 right before Dark Souls 2 came out, right? And I used the keyboard and mouse fix by... what is that guy's name? Whatever that guy's name is, right? Cool guy, by the way. He works on PC ports of games now and does a fantastic job. Right? And then in Dark Souls 2... the keyboard and mouse controls were actually fantastic. Right? And Dark Souls 2 has really, really good keyboard and mouse support. And so I just kept playing on that with keyboard and mouse because it was good. Too bad the game wasn't good. Yeah. So I played through... I don't want people thinking I didn't give Dark Souls 2 a chance and that I'm just one of those haters. I played through the game 4 times before I came to the conclusion that I just like Dark Souls 1 more. Right, I did 4 back-to-back-to-back-to-back playthroughs before I was like, yeah, maybe this just isn't that good. the wrong button to dodge. And the wrong button to jump. Right, when Dark Souls 2 came out, it was like, I was just out of high school. I was poor as dirt. The only thing I had was a computer and nothing else, right? Didn't have an Xbox, didn't have a PlayStation. I had a computer that I built with my own hands, and I just played what I could. And so Dark Souls 2 was, for a couple of months, the game that I played. You like how challenging PvE is in Souls? See, no, I don't care how challenging it is. I like what I liked about Dark Souls 1 and Demon Souls. What really got me into the series was just how strange and weird and how different the games were. Not how challenging they were, because Dark Souls 1 is really not that hard a game. Demon Souls has its moments, but it's also not that hard. Right? But I liked how it just wasn't a typical action game or a typical RPG. You have to figure things out as you go along. Okay. Jump is on the A button. Oh, it's right trigger to do the big move after they're... Right, so this whole thing where it's like this guy's got 1,000,000 HP, yeah, I'm not a fan of that so far. I think they leaned into the aspects of the Souls series that just aren't for me, you know? If I want to play an incredibly challenging game, there are better games, better combat systems to do it with. Okay. Big guy dead. All things considered, once I like get into the flow of it, that's not particularly difficult an enemy. He's got a lot of HP and he does a lot of damage, but otherwise not a huge deal. I got a thing from him. A golden halberd. Weighty halberd forged of gold, wielded by the Order of the Tree Sentinels, heavily equipped knights. Deals holy damage. A masterfully crafted weapon that lives up to its heft, but is difficult for one of mere human strength to wield. Skill, Golden Vow. Skill passed down from antiquity among the knights of the capital. Raise armament aloft and pledge to honor the Erdtree in battle, granting self and nearby allies increased attack power and defense. I don't have the stats to wield it, but let's look at it. Somehow the moveset seems worse when I wield it. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, going back to the Souls discussion, Souls games to me were always at their best when you have to like sort of interact and deal with their they're nonsense. They're weird upgrading systems. They're weird leveling systems. They're strange ways of going about progressing. They're kind of vague quest lines. You know? The PvP is bad, but it can be fun as a little distraction here and there. And the bosses are most interesting when they're just like a little challenge that you have to figure out, almost like a puzzle. I do not have a particularly high opinion of Bloodborne. I think it's lower on my list because everything in Bloodborne is just, okay, you're just going to learn the boss's moves and then you're going to dodge into it and attack. That's it. You just dodge inward at basically every boss with the correct timing and attack. Now, Bloodborne has some nice features like the weapon design and everything, right? The Saw Cleaver is just an incredibly cool weapon, and it's got a bunch of really, really cool, interesting weapons and stuff. But the combat of the game is a huge draw for a lot of people, and I just don't think it's that interesting. Through your map, you can instantly travel to any sites of grace that you've discovered. However, there are some dungeons and other areas where this cannot be done. Okay. Bro, what the hell's with Santa Claus? Santa, what are you doing?
You're a tarnished. I can see it. And I can also see that you're not after my throat.
Not yet.
And why not purchase a little something? I am Carly, purveyor of fine goods.
That is Santa Claus. Okay,
You
what's the
know,
recommendation?
If you can spare the runes, you should buy yourself a crafting kit. A crafting kit allows you to make basic items on your own. Essential, really, if you intend to survive out here for any duration. The kit costs a bundle, and I admit I do take my cut. But the important thing is that
What do you mean take your
survive.
cut, bro? It's
Every customer counts.
you're the one selling it. Of course you
After
take your
all.
cut. All the money goes to you. Okay. With the shop menu, you can spend runes to purchase various items. You can also sell items for runes. Each merchant stocks a different variety of items for purchase. Of course they do. He said a crafting kit. This costs 300. Oh, that's nothing. It's cheap as hell. Let's go ahead and buy the crafting kit because we're going to need to craft. This is a lot of things. I feel like probably most of these things are self-explanatory. We've got arrows and bolts. Got a torch, which, you know, I'm going to go ahead and pick that up. That might be useful. Some shields. Some armor. Got some notes. Flask of Wondrous Physic. No imparting knowledge in brief. Contains information about a flask of Wondrous Physic. Contains information about Waypoint Ruins. Okay. I suppose these are probably like hints to find things. Oh, telescope. Gotta buy that. It's the most important item in the game. And now we're almost broke. Furling Finger Remedy. Item for online play. Can also be used from the multiplayer manager. Craftable item. Reveals cooperative and competitive multiplayer signs. Co-op summoning signs will be shown in gold, while hostile summoning signs will be shown in red. Multiplayer begins when you summon a player from another world through their sign. And then there's these. Missionary's Cookbook, a record of crafting techniques left by a man who, unable to become a finger maiden, instead became a missionary and went forth to spread holy teachings. Unable to finger a maiden, he went to become a Christian missionary. That's how I'm reading that. Acquire the knowledge to craft the following. Holy water pot, roped water pot. Roped holy water pot. Okay. A record nomadic warrior cookbook 1 and 2. A record of crafting techniques left by roaming nomad warriors. Contains knowledge for surviving in the face of utter scarcity. Acquire the knowledge to craft the following: bone arrow fletched, bone bolt, glowstone, invigorating cured meat, invigorating white cured meat. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and buy those because why not? And you know what? We'll buy a bunch of these because I love how there have been 0 issues with Twitch so far. Meanwhile, if it's something I actually want to watch, Twitch can't go 2 minutes without having a stroke.
I'm
Zeal,
glad you took my warning to heart.
I know exactly what you're
You've
talking
made
about.
an excellent choice.
If you have a crafting kit, you can make various items from materials that you find. Select item crafting from the main menu to make items. You can learn how to craft more items by finding cookbooks. Containers. You will need cracked pots or other containers to craft certain items. You will not be able to make more of these items than you have containers. Container items will run out with use, but the containers themselves will remain. Oh, okay. Strengthening armaments. At a smithing table, you can spend runes and smithing stones to strengthen your armaments. Somewhere in the lands between, you may meet a blacksmith who can make your armaments even stronger. Okay. I got a smithing stone. Yap. So many tutorials. Smithing menu. Within the smithing menu, you can spend runes and smithing stones to strengthen your armaments. You can strengthen your armaments up to +3 at a smithing table. Somewhere in the lands between, you may meet a blacksmith. Yeah. Who can make it better? I don't have the ruins, though, as I just spent them. Is this also where I can equip things to my weapon? No? Can I talk to your haunts? Your weird haunts? No? Okay. Do you have anything else interesting to say, Santa?
Still going to purchase something?
No, sir. You wipe me clean.
I am of a nomadic people, selling wares as I travel. The land has been tainted by madness since the shattering of the Elden Ring. It's only tarnished like yourself, who keep things from drying up entirely. Let's say you're a very welcome customer. Goodbye for now.
Jacqueline, I can't believe you would be so rude. How could you? No, I don't mind. I understand what you're saying. Lots of tutorials because new players. Ooh. Let's make it nighttime. Oh, it's not as dark out as I would have liked. With the item crafting menu, you can make various items from materials you find. You can learn to craft more items by finding cookbooks. Okay. Currently, I can make these things if I have the materials, apparently. Cured meat, white cured meat, fire pots, bone darts, bone arrows. I can make some raisins. Apparently it's to feed the horse that I do or don't already have but don't know how to use. I don't know. I can make glowstone, which seems useless. It just lights up, okay. Kind of like the rainbow stone. And I can make this co-op item. Okay, so currently I am getting a little bit hungry, but I do want to keep playing, so I'm thinking maybe I take like an hour break and stream again in a bit, but I'm not entirely sure. What the hell is that? Spooky statue? Guide the gatekeeper for those returning to the roots. Oh, guide and gatekeeper for those returning to the roots. Okay. I'm gonna kill a bird. One thing I do know about myself... Ooh. It's a nice, pretty flower. One thing I do know about myself is that, like, when I am playing these games... I tend to want to, like, keep playing them for a long time. And it might be difficult to, like, keep myself on the schedule of only playing this 2 days a week. On Mondays and on Wednesdays. But if I do stream, I'll make it... If I do, like, stream on a Tuesday or a Thursday or whatever, I will make sure not to do it, like, out of the blue. I'll give a heads up first. You should get into Vintage Story then. I don't own the game, Seal, and I don't have the time for that. Okay? I don't have the time for that. Ooh, now's a good time to try out the throwing knives that I got. Do they not see me, or are they stupid? Let's find out. Are you stupid? Okay, they're just stupid. SMH. Also, there's no guarantee I'd even like Vintage Story since I'm a Minecraft hater. You know, it looks way more interesting than Minecraft because it's got all these systems that you can engage with. But there's no... It is still, at the end of the day, a survival crafting game, right? So... It's literally nothing like Minecraft. I mean, it's not nothing like Minecraft. It does look like Minecraft. Okay, that's not ominous at all. I'm gonna attack you, Mr. Ghost. And I can't. The physical build of the terrain looks maybe like old Minecraft at times. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The problem is, Matt, the problem is that you're also playing this daily. I can't actually play this every day because I am sharing a copy with Matt, with my brother, and he's fiending this game, it seems. Like, yesterday he was playing Halo, and I was like, wow, that's surprising. I've only seen him playing Elden Ring the last week or so. Why would anybody ever want to play this daily? Matt has zero taste. Zil, you were playing this every day on stream when the game came out. Of course it's locked. That guy's got a fancy hat. Yeah, and you hated 95% of it. Hey, but hey, The only 5% that I saw live was you enjoying yourself, okay? I saw that first 5%, and I also saw the rant later, but... But you were, for a time, enjoying yourself. You're playing ODST with a friend. Oh, on Legendary. Nice. One of these days, I'm gonna go back through Halo co-op Legendary with someone and just go through... What the fuck is going on there? I thought that was a boulder, but apparently it was not. What the... Where did you come from? You've never played any Halo campaigns? So Zeal, how about using me, you know? We go through Halo 1, 2, 3, ODST, Legendary. Is there enough time to get through this? Oh, there's a little save point there. Okay, that's probably fine then. Can I get over there and turn the contraption off? Let's find out. Prattling paint. Hello. Is this what I think this is? Twisted clay sculpt in the shape of a human head emits a voice that says hello. A wistful fetish that imparts voices and words on an eternal journey. That is what I think that is. This item, actually I'm gonna put this here so that I always have it. Not quite the same as Dark Souls 1, but good enough. Oh, there was another one. Oh, blood loss. What the hell? I forgot that's in this game too. I hate blood loss. All my homies hate blood loss. Once you run into some other status effects, you'll really love blood loss, to be honest. I very much doubt that. The reason I hate blood loss is because it's just damage big. Okay, you just get big damage when they hit you. It's always annoying and never interesting. Oh, somebody said Halo 4. Cube is here. Cube, would you like to explain to them why Halo 4 bad? I don't think they know. Come here. Come here. And that, see that right there, I blocked the attack and I still take an absolute ton of blood loss damage. Like, that's annoying. Yep. I'm out of them there flasks, so gonna have to be careful. Praise the jumping. Liar ahead, so I assume someone was saying that there's a fake wall there. With a spirit calling bell, you can use ashes to summon various spirits. Summoning typically consumes FP. You can only summon one type of spirit at a time. You cannot summon spirits during multiplayer. Wandering Noble Ashes. Let's take a look at that. Ashen remains in which spirits yet dwell, used to summon the spirits of 5 wandering nobles. 5 wandering nobles. Wow, I didn't know Noble. Didn't know my dear friend Noble had 4 identical twins, also named Noble. The spirits of nobles who, after death, now wander the lands between. Surely they were in search of something once, but whatever it was has long been forgotten. Okay. Oh. The game is doing a very good job of making me hate fire so far. Noble equals Link 4 swords. Yeah. Now see, that's a game I'd love to co-op with people. If I could find some people to play 4 Swords Adventures with, and it work. Man, you killed a lot of people here at level 5. All right. Cube, are you on PC? Because at some point, probably early on, I will be like opening myself up to PvP as like a single player, because well, why not? So, you know, if you want to come grief me. What kind of game is 4 Swords? 4 Swords is, it's a, how do I put this? You aren't reinstalling Elden Ring. That's probably a wise decision. 4 Swords is a Zelda-like game where you're exploring dungeons and doing puzzles, but there are 4 of you, right? 4 different Links all running around causing chaos, and on top of that there's also this points-based system where you're each fighting for what is essentially money the entire time. So you have to work together, but on top of working together you have this points system that you're all trying to grief each other to get better points over the others. Jacqueline, if you want to grief me when I do open myself up to PvP, go right ahead. I won't mind. Okay, this thing doesn't have that much HP, but it is very strange looking. I'm pressing the wrong button to dodge. Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't expect that to be a full 360. Opening yourself up to PvP is griefing already. Yeah, it is. Let's see, I like griefing. I think that's fun. I think it's probably best if I just try to roll through this stuff. Okay, it's got Dark Souls 2 tracking. I was thinking maybe I could just walk. Oh, it's more than 360. It goes like a full 720 around it. Fun. Okay. This thing's attack animations are very strange. I jumped too early. The way the dried finger works in this game is total dog shit. The dried finger is the thing you have to use to open yourself up to PvP as a solo player, right? That's something I have been made aware of. So what exactly do you think the issue is with it? Is there just no benefit to using it? Because, like, Dark Souls 1, being a human, there is a benefit to that. It's literally only downsides. Okay. So they don't go the Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2 route, where it's like, this is something that gives you the benefit of extra HP. Oh, he's about to explode or something. The benefit of extra HP, extra defense, extra item discovery or whatever, but also opens you up to PvP. It's just do this if you want to get invaded. That's slightly disappointing, but not surprising. Okay, bro. The animations on this thing are strange. Well, the benefit is if you kill them, you get souls. Okay, but if you kill literally anything, you get ruins. So, like, whoop-de-doo. Okay, still too early. Mr. Watchdog, I don't particularly like that move. Could you do literally anything else, please? Thank you. Wait, not that move. I jumped too early. Oh. You didn't do the full 360 that time. You don't even get anything for specifically being human in DS1. You get to summon people. That's what you get. Having soft humanity is what gives you all the benefits of, like, defense up, item discovery, but being human is, it allows you to co-op. So there is a trade-off in doing that. Let me go grab my ruins here. If you could do literally any other move, that would be nice, thanks. Also, you get to not look like a piece of jerky, exactly. Okay, that's crazy cracking on that one. Damn, you just realized you can't complain about Elden Ring during calls anymore with you until I beat it. Yeah, you can't. You can't. Okay, so I just need to be more aggressive. I just need to smack these dudes instead of trying to, like, wait for my turn. Read message, let's see. Seek light. Wait, was that it? No big loot? No lore drop? Nothing? I mean, there's this dude standing on this, which, you know, impressive. Actually, never mind. It's not impressive. It's easy. Oh, and there's Sicko, too. Butt plug joke, haha. Let's look at this noble sorcerer Ash. Ashen remains in which spirit yet dwells, used to summon the spirit of a noble sorcerer. Spirit of a nobleman who once asked to be given a place at Raya Lucaria to learn glintstone sorceries. His talents were insufficient to be worthy of donning the stone crown, however, and he is only capable of using the most rudimentary sorcery. Oh wow. Kinda feel for the guy. Again, I still don't know how to equip those. Am I an idiot? Is there just like a slot for that? Like, was it use item? I have to use it as like a hot key button? Try Google. I'm not Googling it. I mean, they said something about, like, having to have, like, a staff or a talisman or whatever, you know? But I thought that was, you know, for something else. I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. Or I won't. And I'll just go the entire game just smacking things with an axe. Go take your break. Yeah, it's probably best if I go eat. But like I said before, I really, when I'm playing these kind of games, I just wanna sit there and play the game. I don't want to do anything else. Tarnished golden sunflower. I almost just jumped off that cliff. A large flower that blooms facing the Erd tree. Material used for crafting items found near minor Erd trees. Though wilted and faded, it still retains holy essence. Yeah, I think I will take a break. And by take a break, I mean, like, end the stream and start another stream in about an hour. Actually, not about an hour. Exactly 1 hour from now. Or from when the stream ends. Okay, it is currently 8:08 p.m. It's about to be 8:09 p.m. my time on the East Coast of America. Unfortunately, I will be back at 9:09 p.m. 1 hour from now. Okay? Thanks so much for tuning in. We're not going to raid anyone. Well, actually, you know what? How many people are here? We'll raid someone. We'll see who's streaming and what. Yeah, we got 13 people here, so now's as good a time as any to find someone to raid. Raid Zeal? Zeal's not streaming, unfortunately. Oh, why is Apple's playing Days Gone? What's wrong with Apple? No stream from Zeal today. He's in a bad mood. What a jump. I mean, Apple is the only person around that I would typically stream or raid, so let's go raid Apple. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you all in an hour.